Yo, what up? It's your boy Tyleek. Welcome back to the channel or to the channel. Yo, it's been a minute. I ain't gonna lie, it's been a minute. It's been like 4 months now, 2 months. But I just wanted to say, right, that I've been gone for a minute, but I actually been working in silence. You know what I'm saying? Like, your boy got a job. It's been 4 months now. Bro, I'm hating it, bro. Like, I feel like jobs are so controlling, bro. Super controlling. And it gets in the way of our freedom, I feel like, to do what we actually want to do, you know? But the only people that feel like that is generally not money driven people. We're the only ones that really feel like that. Like, we know, like, jobs just get in the way of our happiness, you know? Fuck the money, fuck the everything else. We just want to live free. And for those people, it's like, bro, like, this world can be very depressing, you know? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm supposed to be at work right now, but I'm not. I'm here talking to y'all because one, I'm kind of sick. Two, I just hate being there. So I'll find every way not to just go, but do it legally, like under their rules. Cause bro, I hate being controlled, bro. When to take my lunch, when to clock in and clock out. I gotta ask permission to stay home. I gotta explain to myself why I need to stay home. If I'm not feeling well and I have a doctor's note, I have to pay to get the doctor's note. Even though I know I'm not feeling well, I should be able to just be like, hey, I don't feel well. Can I just get a couple of days off? But no, that's not how it is. And it's never gonna be like that. Because whoever owns our companies, maybe your company is not like mine. Maybe your life isn't like mine. Then you're not on the right video. I'm talking to the people whose life is actually like mine. You know, like bro, this shit can get like very depressing very quickly. It's like very soul removing. You know, like just counting by the hours or literally days. And the only reason I can say like the job is getting in the way of my freedom. Your boy also got good news on top of that. But let's go. I'm just gonna get all this off my chest and then say the good news. But yeah, like it's just very controlling and I really just don't like it. You know, these people on top of us are, I don't know if I should say this or I can say this, but I just hope my job doesn't see it. Even if they do, fire me. Like I don't care. But um there's people on top of me, right? They're making 30 mil a year. And we, me, I only get paid $20 an hour. People are so afraid to talk about how much they make. I don't give a fuck about money. If a scammer wants it, bro, I don't care. Cause all I want to do, bro, is live life with my girl, spend time with her. Make sure my family's good. Make sure that I'm feeling good. Like I just want this. That's how I want to live my life, free. However I want to live my life is how I want to live it. You know, but yeah, my job is making 30 mil a year. I'm sorry that I went off like that, but it's true. But yeah, my job is making 30 mil in a year, and I'm only making $20 an hour. Right? My phone's about to die. Where is my charger? So like I was saying, my job is making 30 million a year. I make $20 an hour, right? Generally, people, I don't know how to say that. Genuinely, in general, or in total, no, the average. There it is. Your boy can't talk sometimes. It's all right. But in average, we have 26 people in my company, and on average, they're making basically the same amount I am, $20 an hour. And these niggas making 30 mil. Y'all can do the math on that, right? But luckily, I did. They're they're losing about a mil, or not even a mil. They're not losing really anything. Because if you do 26, right, times 20, right, I think times 8, I believe, since we're working 8 hours a day, and they're making 30 mil a year, that's about, if I remember correctly, because we already tried to do the math on it, 16, I think that's 16,800 or 16, it's in the 16s, right? So in average, we're all making, or in total, all of us together, 16,000 a year, right? They're making 30 mil a year. So that's how much we're getting paid compared to what they're making. That's crazy, bro. You know? But like I said, it's not about money. But why I said that is they treat us like shit and paying us like shit. You know? Like, I'm not gonna lie. There's so much shit wrong with my company. Like, the head people, bro, like, bro, they're wicked, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I said, I don't give a fuck if my company sees this shit. But there's a dude that, like I said, one of the head people, not one of them, but the owner, one of the owners of my company, bro, cheated on his wife, and he has a daughter too, with one of the people from our company, right? This nigga got a whole daughter. And I went into his office. The daughter has drawings of her trying to say like how much she loves her dad, how much like her dad really means to her. Like, she has literally drawings of like hearts and I love you, daddy, and we're gonna see you soon, daddy, and stuff like that, all in his office. And this nigga got it hanged up in his office, but cheated on his wife with one of our coworkers, and then had her sign a contract not to say anything. And since he is making so much money, she probably get a fat stack and while she signed the thing. Anybody in her situation probably would have signed that shit. But that shit's sad. Like, taking, like, people, like, there's, dick pics in her shit. And I mean, I never seen it, you know. She also, like, me and her never had like a conversation, never met in person or anything like that. But believe me or not, this is how they are, you know. But let me just continue with my story. But yeah, she signed a contract saying like she won't say anything, and she does terminate the contract. It could be jail time and whatever else. Trying his hardest to not have the truth come out that they were sexting. You know, and you're saying, yeah, two people, right? It has to always be two people. Yeah, but at least she was single. At least she was single. She's not hurting anybody. You know? Yeah, she makes life choices, but at least she's free. Trying her best to just live her life. At least. So yeah, that happened with the cheating. Then on top of that, we getting treated like shit. Then on top of that, they're making all this money. You know, to them we're just replaceable, and it doesn't matter how we get treated. And I don't know if y'all have certain amount of times y'all could take off, but like I said, they're making 30 mil a year, and we only get about a week off. We only get a week off. That's one. Two, I don't know if you know what PTO is, but in my company, we only get 3 out the year. 3 PTO times. So you get a week off and 3 PTO days. But they make 30 mil a year, and we just, doesn't matter if you're sick, doesn't matter if you have family issues. Yo, my fucking, listen to this real quick. I forgot even about this shit. Yo, my fucking, I think he was my grandpa. I think uncle or something. I think it was my uncle. I wasn't close with that side of the family. But I'm actually glad I wasn't as close, because listen to the story. So he passes away, right? It's in my family still. So of course it's gonna have effect on me, because that's my brother and sister's actual uncle, or you know. So yes, it has an effect on me, right? So just knowing that, I told right then and there, it was a Wednesday, and I was like, hey, um, well, my uncle passed away, and I'm not probably gonna be here on Friday. I have PTO time. Notice I was only a month into this job at that point. I was only a month in. So she was like, I'll see what I can do. I was like, hey, thank you. It means a lot to me, right? Thinking to give a fuck. She comes back to me and she was like, yeah, there was nothing that I can do. And that's not even the crazy part. The crazy part is too, like there's mad crazy parts in this story. One, that Friday, we had a dinner. I didn't go, but we had a dinner, right? That we was forced to go to, right? You're saying how was it forced? If you didn't go, let me get you on that. That we was forced to go to, right? Because if you didn't go to that dinner, you was at work working. That's what they said to us, right? Why did they force it so much? Because guess what? They spent the money for it. So of course they're gonna force that motherfucker, right? Even though no one asked, because they do shit without even us asking for the shit, right? Like all the activity, bro, it's so fucking much. Like, there's gonna have to be multiple parts because it's so much to fucking talk about. But let me just end it off with this story. And let me know if y'all do want a part two. Because I can talk about this shit. But I'm just gonna end it off with this story. So yeah. The fucking dinner was forced because of the money, right? And my uncle passed away. Right? So you're telling me we have a dinner. My uncle passed, and his funeral's on Friday. Notice I'm in Texas, and they're in New York. Like I'm from New York, but I live in Texas, right? So yeah, of course I lied and was like, hey, like I have to get a plane flight literally tonight, or else I'm not gonna be here on Friday because of the funeral. I didn't go to the funeral. And I know that's my mistake. There's a lot of funerals I should have went to. But like I said, there's reasons and points for that. So if y'all want to keep talking about my life, I will. But for right now, let's just stay right here. And so I lied. Like I said, though, it had an effect on me. Because I knew that was my brothers and sisters' uncle, right? I knew that. So yeah, I did want that day off. You know, I called my brother. He was basically on the phone with me. He was about to cry and shit. My sister felt really awful. Like, it was just a really downtime, you know, and it has an effect, you know? So I was like, hey, I don't want to be there on Friday, like, you know, because I thought me just saying, hey, my uncle passed and I can't go was enough. But obviously it wasn't. So what did I do when she said I could do nothing about that? I went to one of the other person's thing, and I told him. He was like, you have PTO time? I was like, yes. Yes, I do got PTO time. He was like, oh, so why can't you just use that? And I was like, because I asked her about it. And she said, I'm sorry, I can't say names. But yeah, she said this. He was like, yeah, you can go. Cool. So I'm thinking he's one of the good ones. I'm like, cool. So I left. I went home early, talked to my girl about it. You know, stayed on the phone with my brother for a little bit. You know, and we're good. Everything is chilling. But I didn't have to go. I shouldn't have to go through all of that just to say, hey, I'm feeling a certain way. Can I go home? There shouldn't be a reason for that. There really shouldn't be. Like, these people on top of you that make all this money and that life is revolved around money, they're controlling, they're evil. And this probably doesn't go for everybody, but it goes for a lot. Because I know there's people that's going to watch this and be like, yo, like, I'm dealing with the same shit. You know? Probably not the same exact shit that I'm dealing with, but it's generally the same shit. And they're all fake, yo. Like, they'll come up to you, hey, all this polite shit. Then act like a dickhead like 2 minutes later. But the good news is, because we're going to end it off with some good news, your boy's going to try out for the G League. You know? I'm praying that goes right. I really am, because I've been in the gym constantly. I've been stretching constantly because the biggest thing a part of my body is I'm just fucking tight everywhere. No homo. I'm just tight everywhere. And like, bro, like I was watching myself dribble and I couldn't even like open my hips. Like my hips do not open at all. So I've been just trying to stretch that out. And because, bro, you sit down, for my job anyway, it's an office job. We sit down for 7 hours a day, 8 hours a day. Like, you don't think that shit has a toll on your body? It takes a toll on your body, your mental. That shit takes a toll. Like, yes, it's so easy, but it's so boring on top of that. That's what takes a toll on your mental. It's so boring. Then your body just sitting there stuck, like you're not moving. And then when you do have a job where you don't sit down, like construction or some shit, right? They're gonna drive your body to where it breaks. There is no in between with these jobs at all. But I'm gonna just get off of that. Like you said, I can keep ranting if you want a part two. But yeah, bro. Your boy is trying out for the G League. And I'm just praying that happens. For real, I need that to happen. And I've been stretching because your boy's body's been tight. Like I just explained. But there's a reason why it's tight and everything else. But I'm just hoping that happens. But I'll catch y'all boys later. Bye.